This video is a summary of the topic, Principles of Food Safety and Sanitation, and Laws Relating to Health and Safety. The learning outcomes of these topics are: identify different principles of food safety and sanitation, describing the proper sanitation practices, enumerating the basic principles in food handling, comparing food suitability from food safety, evaluating food security and the availability of food supply in the society. What is food safety and sanitation? It is an indispensable part of the food service industry. Ensuring safe food is an important public health priority. Food sanitation, wherein sanitation comes from Latin word sanitas, which means health. Food sanitation is more than just cleanliness. It includes practices to protect food from risk of contamination, harmful bacteria, poisons, and foreign bodies. In the food industry, sanitation is the creation and maintenance of hygienic and healthful conditions. It is the application of science to provide wholesome food processed. Effective sanitation refers to all the procedures that help accomplish the goals. Why is sanitation important? Here are several reasons why. First, sanitation is a legal requirement. Second, sanitation helps prevent food poisoning outbreak. Third, sanitation helps maintain food quality. And lastly, sanitation protects your brand. Sanitation is a foundation for food safety assurance. A poor hygienic and sanitary practices can contribute to outbreak of foodborne illnesses that can cause injury. Major food safety incidents have a common characteristics that includes biological, chemical, and physical hazards. They occur through several factors including contaminated raw materials, errors in transportation, processing, preparation, handling or storage, packaging problems, food tampering, malicious contamination, mishandling, changes in formulation or processing, inadequate maintenance or facilities, and addition of incorrect ingredients. What is food hygienic? It ensures safety of local food from production to consumption. Food can become contaminated at any point during harvesting, processing, storage, distribution, transportation, and preparation. Lack of adequate food hygiene can lead to foodborne illness and death of the consumer. According to WHO, there are 5 key principles. First, prevent contaminating food with pathogens spreading from people, pets, and pests. Second, separate raw and cooked food to prevent contaminating cooked food. Third, store food with the proper food temperature. Fourth, use safe water and wash raw materials. And fifth, cook food for the appropriate length of time and all the appropriate temperature to kill or to control the growth of microbes pathogen. Food suitability. It is concerned with the intrinsic characteristic of the product, namely taste, smell, texture, and presentation. Sustainability is the assurance that the food is acceptable for human consumption. Food safety. It refers to limiting the presence of hazards, whether acute or chronic. It is about producing, handling, storing, and preparing food in such a way as to prevent infection and contamination in food preparation chain and to help ensure the food quality. The WHO has recognized foodborne illness as a major concern in developing, developed, and underdeveloped countries, place a burden in healthcare systems, seriously affects infants, elderly, and the ill ones, span a vicious circle of diarrhea and malnutrition, and undermine the economy and national development efforts, as well as international trade. We must always remember that in every day and in every country, people fall ill because of the food they eat and are caused by the dangerous microorganisms and or toxic chemicals. In the international law, Law is a complex subject, and most acts and regulations affecting the food industry are difficult to comprehend. And ignorance to the law is no defense in the event of prosecution. That is why food handlers should make special efforts to understand the legislation that affects businesses. The Occupational Safety and Health Act is considered as the principal act concerned with protecting the health and safety of the employees. And the Occupational Safety Health Administration was formed in 1971 to ensure employee safety and health in order to create better working environment. The Occupational Safety and Health Act utilizes a variety of proven intervention strategies like standard enforcement, guidance and training, and cooperation program to ensure safe workplace. The ISO 22000 is developed to deal with food safety, and the ISO 22000 International Standard specifies the requirements of a food safety management system that involves interactive communication management prerequisite programs for HACCP principles. It is a legal framework for the control of substances hazardous to health. It is applied to all types of businesses, including food business. It is essential for the employers and employees to ensure that the assurance that people are protected from the effects of hazardous substances like toxic, irritant, harmful, or corrosive. In the food industry, there is also a code for sanitation. It is the Presidential Decree number 856, or known to be the Code on Sanitation. It was promulgated by the late President Ferdinand Marcos on December 23, 1975. This was to improve the way of the Filipinos by directing public health services towards the protection and promotion of the health of the people. The Bureau of Food and Drugs is responsible in ensuring safety, efficacy, and quality of food products, drugs, vaccines, and so much more. It was created by virtue of Republic Act 3720 mandated to enforce and the law. It is the policy of the state to ensure safe and quality food, drugs, and cosmetics and regulate the production, sale, and traffic of some to protect the consumer. The Republic Act 7394 Consumer Act of the Philippines is to protect consumer from adulterated or unsafe products with false, deceptive, and misleading informations. The first strategies of enforcement activities are licensing and inspection of food establishment, product registration, monitoring of trade and outlets, monitoring of products advertisement and process.